Hey guys, I'm going to show you how to make the world's greatest beef jerky for when you're going to the car shows. Check it out. So all you're going to need is some Heinz Worcestershire sauce. And I picked this up at your Walmart. And just some plain old soy sauce, the all-purpose seasoning. You don't want nothing with teriyaki or none of that in it. You just want plain old soy sauce, plain old Worcestershire sauce. Next thing you can put in it is your crushed red pepper. And the most important ingredient is ground cayenne pepper. Pick this up anywhere. Walmart. Anywhere. So normally what I'll do is great big mixing bowl, and I'll get either top or bottom round beef, and it's cut thin. As you can see, this is this brand beef, top round, extra thin cut. It's good stuff. I love it. So what we're going to do is I've done put one bottle of Worcestershire sauce in there. Now I'm going to put a bottle of soy sauce. The whole bottle. And of course that's not going to be enough for all my meat, so I'm going to put a second bottle of the Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire. And you want to shake these up good before you pour them in, because they tend to do that right there. And then we're going to put another bottle of soy sauce. So we've got 2 bottles of the Worcestershire, 2 bottles of soy. Now, we are going to put in some cayenne pepper. And you want to cover the entire surface right here. Just like this right here. Okay. That looks good. Now we're going to put in just a little bit of this ground pepper. And then we're going to stir it up. Find something to stir with. We're going to find something to stir with. Alright, so now we're going to stir it up. And a lot of the peppers, like the cayenne pepper and the red, it's going to float. It's going to stay at the surface mainly. But it will separate, go to the bottom. I'm just going to keep stirring it, stirring it. My kids are fighting up there, sounds like. Tell your brother not to be beating up on your brother, Wesley. Alright. Now the only thing left to do is to put your meat in there. And I like leaving the fat on it. Big old piece of fat, it's going to taste real good.
I want to go now.
We can't leave until tomorrow, okay, buddy?
Dang it!
Yep, so what we're going to do is we're just going to keep... And you want to make sure there's a layer of your sauce in between each layer of meat that you're putting in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep putting all this meat in here as much as I can. Packing it down. And then what we're going to do is we're going to let it set here at room temp. I usually let it set for about an hour at room temp, hour or two. And then I'll put it in the fridge and let it marinate overnight. And then we will put it in the dehydrator. I've been making this stuff the same way for over 10 years now. And it's amazing. You can't beat it. I promise you. You've not tasted anything that tastes as good as this with just these simple little ingredients. Okay, so this has been marinating for 12 hours now. And it's been sitting out now, getting up to room temperature. And right here's the point to where we can start putting our jerky on our trays. And then we're going to lightly, this is the most important part, lightly season this to your liking with your cayenne pepper. If you do not do this, you're going to have just a mild or super mild flavor. So we're going to start getting our pieces out. And just arranging them on our trays. And just whichever way you want to do it. You got to have a dehydrator. You can't do this without a dehydrator unless you've got a some kind of smoker. I've just got a simple little dehydrator. This particular one comes from Cabela's. Not Cabela's. You can get them at Walmart. This is a super thick piece, so it's going to take a lot longer to cook that piece. Really want to try to get all this meat on these trays. I ain't gotta leave none behind when I go on my little trip. I'm just gonna do one tray and show y'all how we season it. See if I can find a smaller piece maybe to put right there. Probably not. My mouth's watering, y'all. She's good and turned brown. That's why we want it. It's the same color as our sauce, our marinade. So we just want to lightly sprinkle it. Alright, that looks pretty good. See, we just barely got a little bit on there. Just barely see it on there. That's what you want. You don't want to overdo it. So that one's ready to go in. I'll do one more. And then you fellers and fillets is on your own. A big old piece right there. I like getting the big stuff and then just tearing it up in the end. Putting it in little baggies. Alright, so that's a pretty good piece. I'm gonna try this again. Look at that. Ready to go in. So I'm going to do that about 9 or 10 more times and then we'll let her dehydrate. You want to turn it up to, let's see what I got her up to right now. That's off. So I always go as high as you can go. And then I'll just back her off just a little bit. Because you don't want her to cook too hot. I cook it in between 140 and 160, so 150 degrees is what I normally go. Alright, so I have filled up all my trays. As you can see, she's already smelling good, guys. I've tried to fill up all the space on the tray as much as I can, but I have got probably half of a bowl of meat left, so let's get done doing this thing. I'll put the rest of it in there. Alright, the jerky is done dehydrating. I've done eat most of it. This is after it's all done, and I have torn it up into little pieces. As you can see, cayenne pepper is really pronounced now. You can really see it. And it's oh so good. I wish y'all could taste it. It's so good. I got a little gnat flying around. Get out of here. Can't have my jerky. But that's what it looks like in the little baggies. We're ready to go to the car show. Alright guys, I know this video is a little bit different, but if you're anything like me, you like having something to snack on while you're walking around at the car shows, swap meets, the racetrack, this is a good way to do it. You make it the night before, or you marinate it, dehydrate it the night before, eat on it the day of. This stuff is the best. You should try it. Please like, share, and subscribe. Till next time.